everyone, Jenn Pike here from the Simplicity Project and Simplicity Yoga and Fitness Therapy Studios, bringing you your weekly dose of vitality and inspiring information to help you feel better right now. So this week I am talking to you guys about sugar alternatives. So Dr. Oz has been talking lately on his show about all the different sugar alternatives, mainly agave nectar. And when agave nectar first came out, it was touted as being incredible because it was lower in the glycemic index and it wouldn't spike your blood sugar. And now what do we know many years later about agave? There's actually really nothing wrong with agave nectar, but it is not lower in the glycemic index. It actually has the same glycemic index as high fructose corn syrup, which is pretty freaking high. But there's nothing chemically derived in agave. There's nothing wrong with agave nectar. My whole question to you is, how much agave nectar are you actually using? Because the bigger issue that I have is not if you're using agave or if you're using maple syrup or coconut sugar or organic sugar or sucanat or raw honey or stevia. It's how much of this are you actually incorporating into your day? Because we do this thing to ourselves where, you know, oh, if something is slightly healthier, we think, well, we can continue to have it or have more of it because, well, that's a healthier version. It's still sugar. At the end of the day, the way it's being broken down into your body, whether it takes a short amount of time or a long amount of time, at the end of the day, it's being broken down into sugar. It's putting more load on your pancreas. It is starting to mess up your insulin levels. It's creating more cravings and more tendency to move towards sugary-based foods and simple carbohydrates, and it's creating inflammation. It's creating a more acidic environment in your body. So we want to move away from that. So here's my really simple tip to you. Instead of over-focusing on all of those different alternatives, and all of them that I mentioned are healthy for you, okay, to be having in, really start to look at how can you change up your baking. Can you start to add in bananas or applesauce instead of all of the sugar? Can you decrease the sugar and see how things actually taste? Start to really think about consciously being aware of, where's my sugar sources coming in? Instead of, do I need to go and spend the money on having all of these different ones in my cupboard? And know this, bottom line, never, ever, 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 ever consume anything with aspartame, Splenda, sucralose, NutraSweet equals sweet and low, anything in a pink little package, anything like that. It is death to your nervous system. It is death to your brain. It is destroying the myelin sheath that coat your nerve axons. It's a neurotoxin. They are highly addictive. You will never get to a place where you will have freedom from headaches, where you will have energy, and you will win the battle against your cellulite and win the battle against your weight. It simply won't happen. If you're confused about that, stay tuned next week when I go deeper into that nasty dark place of talking about all of these artificial sweeteners and how you have absolutely been scammed by marketing and advertising from these companies. I gotta go walk a little Havanese pup right now who's at the door scratching to go out. You need to go into your cupboard and see what it is that you have at this point. You need to reevaluate some of your baking and your approaches to how it is that you are eating and preparing your food. And most of all, you need to remind yourself that you're friggin' amazing, and every little step that you are taking and every movement forward is just inching you closer to the life, the body, and ultimately the goal that you want, which is to be healthy and to be vibrant and to really kick some ass in your life. Go and do something meaningful today, which might even be taking an extra sip of water or a really deep breath. Have an incredible day, everybody. If you are looking for more information from me, please go on to www.simplicityyoga.ca. Click our opt-in box for our newsletter for recipes, for yoga postures, and more inspiration. Namaste.